Hello again, it's Noob, and today we get to look at another one of my designs, which Sparrows have brought out. But first, let's have a look at this keychain here. This is something which I put together to represent a very typical UK style keychain, just with all your kind of standard stuff that you'd expect to see. So we've got everything from random, untagged padlock key of some kind, you probably don't even know where it is, a car key, your bike, D-lock, you've got your Yale keys, you've got all sorts of bits and bobs here. You've got like your deadbolt and I know some other antique car by the looks of things. And on here also I've got the holdout keys. Now if you didn't instantly notice them when I was holding this up, it's designed to blend in extremely well with a bunch of keys. And I think you'll see that actually they do quite well. And I've been testing my prototypes of this out for some time on my keychain, and not one person has ever spotted them. Most people just don't look for that sort of thing. But there we go. So here are the holdout keys. They are a design which I sort of came up with completely out of the blue. I was just thinking about keys in general. I know, I'm a lock nerd, I'm allowed to. And I was also thinking about the weird shaped ones as well, and about rakes, and how it'd be good to have like a lock pick and tension tool that was sort of like a key, that it would be kind of covert and understated and wouldn't take up much space on a keychain. It wouldn't be like carrying a jackknife set or anything like that with you. It'd just be kind of like chilling out on its own, doing its own thing, not really shouting out loud what it is. Just, something cool, calm and collected, that would just sit all nonchalantly on your keychain, and you may even forget it's there. But the whole point about these picks were that you could just lob them on a keychain. They wouldn't take up much space. They wouldn't get in the way. They would look like anything else. They wouldn't draw attention. And more importantly, I was thinking about all the times where I would have my keys with me, only my keys and maybe my phone, quite a lot of the time. And I was thinking, well, in that case, I probably wouldn't be able to have a credit card pick set or a pocket pick set or an EDC. If I just grabbed my keys and phone, went to the shop and paid, using my Apple Pay or Google Pay or whatever on my phone, or even just went to see a mate for a cup of tea, I wouldn't necessarily carry everything apart from a phone, and a bunch of keys. And I was thinking, wouldn't it be nice just to have something that was, small, quiet, calm, collected, and disguise itself well on the keychain, but would in an emergency allow you to break off these into picks and tension tools. So as you can see, these do look a bit like keys, especially the city rake and the triple peak profiles. It was decided to add in a hook profile as well, just for practical reasons, but you could probably just throw on the triple peak, which would get you into quite a lot of locks on its own, if you didn't want to carry the whole set and wanted something which sort of looked more key-like on your keychain. They come in a pack like this with the I've taken my chain off, but it comes with a little Sparrows dog tag as a sort of a key ring, which I think is kind of cool. But yeah, and they should just break apart. Now I've been testing these on a keychain that gets regularly used, like every day, for months and months at this point. It's taken a long time with prototypes and postage and all the rest of it, back and forth with Sparrows, and I found that they haven't caught on anything in my pocket. They haven't broken apart once. They look like new. So let's break some apart and do a bit of a demo. So just to show you that they do take some force to break apart, so they're not going to come off easily at all. Sparrow steel is pretty strong. So yeah, it will take a bit of wriggling and jiggling to get these off. You can see that I've made some headway. But this sort of goes to show that this is an emergency set that you want to make sure that it doesn't sort of just come off in your pocket. You want these to hold on until you need them to break off. And yes, they do take a little bit of work to get off. So I'm just going to use a surface to help me to break these off. But yeah, hopefully this proves that they are, even though they're only held on by 3 small sprues, is that what you call them? They do take a little bit of effort to pull off. But then look what you've got. And once you finish with these, by the way, you can just throw them into your normal pick set or your EDC, or throw them into your wallet even. So they're not like you throw them away. They just don't look like keys anymore. And I think some of you will say, "Oh, why do you put a hole on the on the tension tool?" And quite simply, one, either it would be at this end and spoil the looks, that end and spoil the strength, and even then what you'd end up with is something which would be something like that and didn't really look like a key at all, and might as well just throw into a wallet at this point. That was our thinking anyway. So yeah, so we've got this key which has been broken apart into the rake and tension tool. Let me just try and break off these other 2 bits to show you what they look like as well. Yeah, full disclosure on this, I did come up with the design. I don't make any money off the sales of this design. All thoughts of my own. This kit was provided to me by Sparrows, so I could do this review for you. I have worked with Sparrows before, or will work with them in the future, I hope. So I think that's all the disclosure you need. So clearly this is, something which I worked with Sparrows, as I said earlier, to bring the design for everybody. But here we go. So yeah, so now we've got these tension tools. They are all the same thickness, because you may just want to carry one of these keys. And these are, I can't remember exactly what they were, something like a 3mm, something like that, in terms of its height. But what's good about these is, because they are the same, you can double them up if you want extra strength, if you were carrying 2. Or even if you have the right space, 3, but that would be quite extreme. These are 25 thousandths of an inch thick. So yeah, let's do a bit of a picking demo on these, shall we, and see what locks we can pick open with them. So we're just going to start off with a 6-pin Euro cylinder, and I'm going to be using the key which looks a bit like a triple peak, which has been obviously broken off. Pop that in. Bottom of the keyway, and we're just going to go in and see if we can't. I think we've already got a rake. That is how easy this lock is to rake with the triple peak I found. But what can happen sometimes is that the tension tool can sometimes just slip around into the keyway a bit. That's why if you want easier tension control, you can literally just double up on these tension tools like this. Then you can pop them in, and then you can see how much more tension control you have. So let's give that a go again. And well, I've got into a full set, in which case then you could probably bring out your single pin pick, your short hook, and pick the rest of the pins. Now I want to try this big zone 5-pin laminated padlock. It does have security pins, but quite a flat bitting, so I'm going to try and use the which I think looks most like a key when it's all together, which is the city break profile, which does sort of replicate a key bitting anyway. So we're going to pop that in, hold that tension in, and give it a jiggle and a wriggle, and I think it shouldn't take long before, yep, we open it up. Perfect. Next up, we've got this cheeky Abus 6040. Really great locks to pick if you've never picked one before. 5 pins, nice spools, and we could go bottom of the keyway on this one, but just to show it can be done, this kit doesn't have obviously any more than a bottom of the keyway tool, but you could use the bottom of the keyway tool, top of the keyway, if you like. And I'm just going to use the little hook, which is definitely long enough to get into the right position. You just need to take maybe a little bit more care. It's pin 4, 2, 1 is a bit of a full set. Work my way back through again. See who's binding. Pin 3, I think's there. There we go, and we're opened with a bit of care. Yep, got an open. Well, we have to do an obligatory master lock pick. It's the law. So just going to put my tension tool in, quite firm tension as you can see, just using that short hook again, and see what we can't pick. Back through, each pin turn. I think we've got an open, yep. It needs a bit of turning, but we've got an open, look at that. With these American lock style keyways, this is a Federal 90A, you can actually double up two of these tension tools and put them top of the keyway here, and as you can see, they actually form a pretty tight fit. So here we go. See what we can pick. Pin 3, pin 2, pin 1 here, I think. Very high into a full set. Going to go long and see. I'll go to the back now. That's pin 4, just a little click. Oh, pin 6, cancel rotation. Go back through, pin 2 here. Make sure pin 1 is fully picked still. Yep. Back through, back through, back through. Pin 3 and we're open. So there you go, the Sparrows holdout keys. Now, clearly I'm going to be a bit biased about my summation of this since I designed these, and yeah, I mean, I like things like this. You may not. I know that some lockpickers, they don't like lockpicks which are sort of frivolous like these, but I do. I like sort of gadgets. I like things which kind of, you know, do this kind of thing. They look like keys, but they're actually lockpicks. That kind of thing appeals to me. I think these are $14.50 at the moment on the Sparrows website, including the keychain, of course. And yeah, they're just a really fun but very practical and quite versatile set of lockpicks you could just throw on your keychain quite easily if you wanted to. And yeah, I don't know. For me, they're fun. They're just cool. I really like them. And I'm really glad that I sort of came up with this idea. I even did a poll, I think, on I think it was on YouTube or Twitter, just to say, you know, what do you think to lockpicks? Can they be fun, or do they always have to be serious? And the vast majority of people said no, they can be fun. Why not? Which made me feel really happy, because that's how I sort of feel as well. Not everything has to be super serious all the time, although it certainly helps if you have a full set of picks if you really want to get into lockpicking. But these as sort of backup EDC that you could carry around with you, yeah, pretty cool. Of course, you do have to be aware of your laws in your region. Some regions it might be illegal to carry lockpicks, even ones which aren't actually lockpicks, unless you snap them in half. But nevertheless, you know, just be careful of your local laws. You don't want to get in trouble. But yeah, I mean, I hope you like this fun little design of mine. I really do. Just because, like I said, it's fun. It's just something which works. It means you always have a set of lockpicks with you, even if you're not carrying your wallet or your other EDCs. Yeah, I just really like it. Anyway, I want to know what you think in the comments below. I read them all, reply to as many as I can. If you like this video, please leave me a like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing for more content like this. It really does help my channel out. And of course, I'll see you all next time.